So Viper, I think I haven't made a video outside recording Battlefield. Oh, and this is on. Okay. Outside recording Battlefield for a few months, I think. But I think I would just talk about this a little bit because there's a lot of conversation that's going on about it. So yeah, so basically, I wanted to talk about the whole rule changes we have proposed to Evony, and I'll try to describe. I'll try to reason out my side of the story more, um, and that's it. Okay, so let's get to it. So this is what we had asked for. I think we can all agree that Allstars is a shit show now. Repeat healers just sit there, take rallies, and qualify to next round, and skilled gameplay doesn't get rewarded. We have decided to reach out to Evony regarding this with mass tickets. Please see the following ticket we'll all be sending to Evony and request you to kindly do the same. Mass tickets are the only way to make Evony listen. Okay? So this is basically the introductory thing, and then this is the ticket. This is an important thing. All-Star event is one of the most important and prestigious part of the game for player base, especially for those who invest significant time, money, and effort into their accounts. It represents the pinnacle of competitive play and is a major motivator for many top tier players. However, in recent seasons, there has been growing frustration among players to the extent that some are considering leaving the game. This is especially true in cases where respected and well known players, including lead rally setters, did not qualify for the finals despite their critical contributions to their team. You're writing to propose an adjustment to the current all-star scoring system. Okay, just be with me here. This is probably the most important part to promote fairer and more competitive play. Specifically, we suggest that scoring be based on a net positive score model with the following structure. Offensive scores count for 100% of their value. Defensive count only in full if the defense is positive, otherwise 50% of the score will be counted. The proposal aims to discourage, and this is just like the reasoning for that. And yeah, so now where did it originate from? So basically, in the last um, two or three All Stars, since defense got so good, I think after K45 started, they started a trend of people just sitting and taking rallies. And sometimes even like when you reinforce, the other team doesn't rally, right, because they splat. So they just port away to remove the reinforcements, and they keep taking negative rallies. Okay. And what happens because of that is they knock out some deserving players on their team. So that's why this became a problem. Okay. Now, is this problem universal? Maybe my perspective is a little skewed by the fact that most of the people I talk to are whales. Like most of the team, not most, but like yeah, like they are like big players. So yes, maybe my perspective is a little skewed. I will not deny that. Clearly, after all the messages and all I got, I do see that there is another perspective to it. They do want changes in All Stars, but they want a more balanced All Stars. So, like when I first talked to people, most of the people I talked to were gung ho about this. But yes, I believe there is a certain amount of the population, I'd be blind to say that, who do not see the point of this, and that's why I'm making this video to just uh, tell you my point of view. And I don't want to argue because my friends don't need it, my enemies won't believe me. So, but just at least to tell my point of view to everyone who cares to listen. A few The worst thing about this is that the amount of misinformation that's peddled. First of all, they say that I started it because I couldn't win anything or something. I mean, I was playing. I mean, I just won last All Stars. I in C6, so the video is uploaded in the YouTube. So it's definitely not personal. again, it's not me who started it. People were talking about this in a closed group. That's where it originated from. I do agree with it 100%, but yeah, like I was the one who s- spread the message. But again, it's nothing personal. Personally, I totally agree that healers, like people who are healing, shouldn't like just make it over someone who's being a team player. And now let me tell you why I agree with this. So why I agree with this is because yes, you can say, like, I hear a lot of people saying coin is also not skill and blah blah blah. um, in a pay to win game, coin is a coin, and how you build your keep is kind of a skill. Like, can you build your keep in a way that it goes positive? That is kind of a skill. Yes, even like as a low coiner, you do have a way to build your keep. To probably you can't go positive 100%, you can't go positive, but to lose less on a rally. So I think building a keep is a skill. It's not like building a team is a skill. It's not all about just coining. So the biggest coiner doesn't have the highest buffs. So I think it's a skill, but many may disagree, and I'm completely fine with that. Maybe it's not a skill, but I can only like say what's my point of view of things. I can't like, yeah, there's no point of arguing against another point of view. But this skill, what it doesn't do, like you call it skill or not skill, whatever, what it doesn't do is harm people on your team. And I think all of you will agree that Evony is a team game. So when someone is just healing and not healing, sorry, yeah, when someone is just healing and bleeding points, their team can lose a place. Like if you're getting hit by the team in second and you're first, and someone is giving 2.5 times the point exchange, your team can go from first to second because of that. So can go from second first to second. No, yeah, first to second. Yeah, that's right. And then like you're taking out five people from your team just because you want to qualify. um, I would have like been okay with it, like if it was just he's doing something that he qualifies for, but he's harming people in his team just for selfish reasons. So that's why I personally just can't agree with it. My Again, like the definition of deserving is different for different people. My definition of deserving can be different than people who don't agree with this. My definition of deserving is people who play for the team, like like they're taking portals, they are missing rallies sometimes to take portals, they're taking rally halls, they're watching targets, they're calling out stuff and everything. And then after doing all that for 2 hours, if you are just like, and they're reading people, right? And remember that like when you actually join a rally and ruin someone, you can't really port swap. Instead of that, what people are looking, some people are looking for are just port swapping to win, instead of actually doing the team stuff, that is joining rallies and ruining people. So I think that's just like not playing like a team, and that's why I don't really like this idea. Mm, do I have anything against people who do it? No, I mean that's part of the game. Everyone's allowed to play for themselves, but at the end of the day, you are a team, and Evony is a team game. All Stars is still a team game, right? Like so, when anyone asks like how many All Stars you have won, I always count the ones where I was third, second, or in the winning team, because my team won. I did my part, so that's my win. So yeah, that's why I'm completely not okay with it. I am not against strategic healing, right? Like when you call reins, you take a hit, and then like you see a calf coming and you heal your archers, mm, or like you have run out of troops, you full heal again. Like I'm not against strategic healing or anything like that. What I'm not a fan of is someone losing 20B on every rally and just keeps on healing because he knows the other person will hit him. because he's losing 20B. Of course, why not? Like if someone's losing 20B, I'll keep on hitting him continuously, and uses that as a way of qualifying over someone who has actually like worked hard for 2 hours. So that's my thing again. Like I totally understand when you say like, oh yeah, you should talk about stuff that balances the game and all, but I can only talk about stuff that affect me or people around me, right? um, so my perspective can be skewed. I totally accept it. And at the end of the day, I'm just a normal guy sitting behind a screen. So just imagine, like, if you are talking to a certain group of people, your perspective would be shaped by that. So that's what. And the final thing, I think, like, people keep on bringing this up. Uh, Coin strike wasn't ended by me or Vig. Okay, there are other people who actually walked out of coin strike, and at the point we ended it, it was ended because we basically just didn't have enough people left for a successful coin strike. So what would be the point, like, of me not announcing it? Would be like some people who are actually following the coin strike are getting disadvantaged to a point that, like, they are not coining but everyone else is. So that is why I announced it publicly, so that everyone makes their own choices. Because from the first day, if you ever see the agendas and demands or plan of action, I mentioned it clearly that it has to be every top alliance and like at least 90% of the top players. Some island coiners coining wouldn't affect it so much, but at least 90% of the top players, and we got a lot of people in. Like, the coin strike movement was like bigger than ever before. So when people started walking out, it was just like, at that point it was just pointless. And another lie that is peddled by some random YouTuber is that I got my alts back. I didn't get my alts back. Didn't, I mean, just bought new K35 to K40 accounts and made them my alts. You can still see, like, like, all, like, if you see my old account and the alts that are linked to it, they're all K39. I can show you if anyone wants. I can show you. They're all like K39 to K30, K39, K38, K37. All were bought after coin strike. So no, I didn't get my alts back. That's just a lie. um, I explained why coin strike had to be called off. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. And I'm just like, the thing is, like, uh, the random YouTuber who actually peddles this live was in the group where he saw that it wasn't, like, he was part of the uh, uh, influencer group where he knows that Vig didn't. Let's not talk about even Vig. Even I didn't actually want to stop point strike at the start. It was just that the numbers were starting to fall off, and I didn't want, like, 70% or 60% of the community to coin strike when the other 40% weren't. So mm, that's about it. And the last thing random YouTuber keeps on talking about is uh, Vig actually helps Vig to get through. So let me put the numbers into perspective, right? Did we split into two teams? Yes, we did. Are you allowed to change alliances during All-Star qualifiers? You absolutely are. Those are fair rules. Do we point trade? We never point trade. Everything is up on YouTube. We don't point trade. We played fair, and that's why we have limitations that other point traders don't. So that's why we had a strategic decision to split the alliances, and sometimes it can backfire. So, but thankfully for us, it didn't. Uh, Actually, it did. Team T faced Neff with 12k 45s who just refused to rally us. And with half a team, we couldn't rally their K45s, and we lost a lot of points. Like, we didn't get points at all in that match. A very low scoring match, and we lost that match. A lot of people were affected, and they had to, like, work very hard in the last round to get through. So that's the thing. And Again, I'm talking numbers here. We had 19 keeps from Vig. Every every group had one setter from Vig probably, or maybe like two. If we really were point trading or playing unfair, 19 of us would have made it through. You know how many of us made it through? 10. Does it look like a team that point traded their way? Um, you be the judge. Out of 10, only 7 made it to the finals. Now, look at those 7 keeps who actually got the Elder Dragon: Skatara, Geek, Zero, Working Mom, Shax, Lumi, Console. All these players in their previous keeps used to be top 10 in Allstars. So is it really, like, do we really have to be like, oh yeah, Vig must have cheated to have these people in top 7? They have been top players, like, like, they have been top players in their old servers. They are top players. You just can't just deny it. And did we the last accusation I want to address is like, did we recruit all whales? We recruit by culture, okay? If they happen to be coiners, we are happy to have coiners, of course. And just look at the team and tell me honestly, if your server could recruit any of them or most of them, wouldn't you do it? So why are we blamed for recruiting top players? Every alliance wants to recruit top players. It's just that some of us have successfully done it. Is it really that big a crime that there's so much? Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope this was informational, and please keep watching our Battlefield videos. Bye.